Bob Pockers, Fox Sports. I mean, what do you feel like you did differently this time than the other two times versus what other people maybe did differently?
Yeah, I think honestly, executing restarts is what separated me from the spring race. I feel like I executed all my restarts in the spring race, and the last one I let the 8 just jump with me and let him be in striking zone of me getting into 1, and ultimately that's what lost me the lead. And then the caution came out, and obviously we re-racked him, and I did the same thing to him. And at that point, I don't know what I do different to not get wrecked. Maybe little things that I've looked at, but yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think the biggest thing tonight was just not letting anyone in striking distance getting into 1.
And does this make this year a successful year?
No.
Dustin Albino, JC Taylor, congrats on the win. Kind of off Bob's question, when you have the rash of late cautions, how worried are you with the positions that Brandon and Sammy were both in?
I wasn't super worried, just knew that I had to execute restarts and change up my restart game, right, and do something different every time. So yeah, I mean, I think there was definitely a thought in the back of my head, thinking that I could get wrecked and it could be a rerun of the spring race, but knowing that I have to execute my restarts and staying focused inside the race car and knowing what I have to do and looking at the task at hand. Bob, I want to kind of add on to yours. You asked me if this makes it a successful year, and I said no. Not in the fact of we haven't brought successful cars to the track, more so in the fact of I feel like, there's been races that we should have won and been in contention to win, and things have happened to us, looking back at the spring race. So kind of wanted to add on to that. Not necessarily, we're bringing really fast cars to the racetrack, and I'm proud of everyone at Joe Gibbs Racing. And obviously coming here, right, I feel confident every time I walk to these gates that I have a winning race car, and I'm in contention to win every time I walk to these gates. So that's props to everyone at the shop and here at the track.
Taylor, what was the message from NASCAR before the race?
Yeah, what were they saying? Everybody's curious about it.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I feel like I should just not say anything, not get in trouble.
I mean, did they tell you to mind your P's and Q's and that there's a line?
Kinda.
Okay.
I mean, I don't. I mean. Yeah, I mean, I honestly, there wasn't like a fine line of, hey, you can't do this or you don't need to do this. It was more so, hey, here's the playoff points, here's the playoff guys. Race respectfully. Like, I don't know.
Steven Toronto, CBS Sports. Taylor, Sammy was in here this morning, and I asked him if he and you had talked about after the spring race and if you guys had buried the hatchet, and he said that you had talked and he thought that everything that you had kind of put that away, but he couldn't be completely sure exactly how you felt. With the 8 in your mirror, those final laps, did you, first off, I guess, had you talked, had you settled things, and were you able to look in your rearview mirror and kind of say, okay, I know the circumstances, I know this and that, but I have confidence that this time he's not going to clean my clock the way he did?
Yeah, we've talked. No, we're not. I'm not cool with him. No, if that's what you're asking. No. And I think he knew better. I think he knew that he was going to get himself in a fight if he wrecked me. So yeah, I think he probably played this one out a little smarter in his head than last time.
All right, just making sure. Thanks, Taylor.
Hey Taylor, Don Hopkins at Frontstretch. Going back to like the meeting that occurred earlier, along those lines, were you surprised that overtime restart was as clean as it was?
Yes, I was. I actually told Ty walking in here, I definitely thought I was gonna get moved, but I think I executed the restart good enough to where I don't think anybody was really in striking zone of me getting into turn 1. And then into 3 coming to the checkered, it would have been another spring race, right? If he would have tried to come get me. So again, I think he's maybe gotten a little smarter since then.
My Place Hotels is proud to be the official hotel partner of Frontstretch. With plush beds, in-room kitchens, and pet-friendly hotels, My Place makes for the perfect pit stop when traveling. Frontstretch fans can use promo code Frontstretch to save 10% on your stay at any of our nationwide properties. Sign up for our Stay Rewarded program to get even more savings. With My Place Hotels, don't just stay, stay rewarded.
Steven Stump of Frontstretch.com here. Come back for more great racing videos, and if you like us, don't forget to hit that subscribe button.